Good afternoon, friends. Satyam Vada Dharmachara, Satyamev Jayate. Welcome to the news desk on income tax, GST, and corporate laws. Let's start from the income tax. Madras High Court. Madras High Court couldn't grant relief if there was no perversity of tribunal part in not granting interim order for a stay of the demand. In this case, where there was no perversity or erroneous approach on part of the tribunal in not granting an interim order for a stay of demand as sought for by SSE, said impact order could not have been interfered with the High Court in exercise of its extraordinary jurisdiction under Article 226 of the Constitution of the India. CBDT releases frequently asked question on the unique identification number. As per the decision of the Council of the ICAI, UDIN has been made mandatory for the all certificate, GST and tax audit reports and all other audit assurance and attestation function in a phased manner. The CBDT has issued frequently asked question on UDIN. Next case, Gujarat High Court. Addition made under section 69B couldn't be made merely relying on the confession statement obtained during search, where the assessing officer made addition in the hands of the assessing firm for unaccounted investment and purchases merely on the basis of the confessional statement of the assessing firm's partner before DRI, but no other evidence were brought on record. Side addition was to be deleted. Next case, Madras High Court. Benefit arising on the surrender of the keyman insurance policy taxable as perquisite in the hands of the employee. Madras High Court held that where keyman insurance policy was taken by the employer company and assigned in favor of its employee, managing director on the basis of section 10, clause 10D, with its explanation first, character of the keyman insurance policy could not be get converted into the ordinary life insurance policy despite its assignment, and therefore any benefit accruing to employee upon its surrender or encashment would be taxable in the hands of the employee as perquisite. Next case, Bombay High Court. NSE could not be fastened with liability for default committed by its members or brokers at time of the collecting security transaction tax. Tribunal was right in holding that if there was default by a member of the broker registered with the National Stock Exchange at the time of the collecting security transaction tax, in case of the foreign institutional investor in accordance with the client code, liability of the alleged collection could not be fastened on the National Stock Exchange. Since NSE was to only ensure whether transaction of the purchase and sale of shares were undertaken through a particular client code or not. Next case, Madras High Court. Activities of the trust could not be held non-charitable on mere fact that trust has earned certain revenue, where the assessee company registered under section 25 of the Companies Act was engaged in the imparting financial education or awareness to the investor in field of the investment merely because assessee earned certain revenue. It could not be said that the activities of the assessee were not charitable so as to be cancelled its registration under section 12AA. Next case, Karnataka High Court. Prior period expenses not deductible while computing book profit under section 115 JB, where the assessee company receives share application money for allotment of the cumulative redeemable preference share, and as the allotment was not made within a specified period, assessee paid interest at the rate of the 8% from the date of the receipt of the share capital money and claimed aforesaid amount as business expenditure. Since increase in the capital resulting in the expansion of the capital base of the company and may also help in profit making, said expenditure was capital expenditure. Next case, Karnataka High Court. Prior period expenses could No deductible while computing book profit under section 115 JB. Mayor SSC company received share application money for allotment of the cumulative redeemable preference share, and as the allotment was not made within a specified period, SSC paid interest at the rate of the 8% from the date of the receipt of share capital money and claimed aforesaid amount as business expenditure. Since increase in the capital resulted in expansion of the capital base of the company and may also help in profit making, said expenditure was capital expenditure. Next case, Madras High Court. Interest income earned on deposit made in ordinary course of the business eligible for the exemption under section 10A. Interest on the bank deposit was eligible to be included in the profit of the 100% export oriented unit for purpose of the claiming deduction under section 10A or 10B. Next case, Karnataka High Court. Professional service include incidental or ancillary services connected with the carrying on medical profession, where SSC, a third-party administrator for the medical insurance policy issued by the insurance companies, made payment to a hospital on behalf of the insurance company for several other services rendered by hospitals such as bed charges, medicine, follow-up services, etc. Along with the medical professional services, SSC was liable to deduct tax at source under section 194J in respect of the entire payment, including payment made for all these other services. CBDT press release. CBDT press release. In this press release, tax department conduct a search action on group of the leading coal traders in the Assam. The income tax department has carried out search and survey action on 4th December 2020 in the cases of the leading coal traders of Assam. The allegation against the group are that it has routed accommodation in the form of the non-genuine share capital and unsecured loans respectively through certain Kolkata-based shell companies. Let's cover updates on the international taxation. Mumbai Tribunal. Interest income received by foreign bank operating in India through license office taxable as per Article 11 of the Double Taxation Avoidance Agreement, where the DZ Bank AG, having its principal place of the business in Germany, had a representative office in India, and revenue proceeded on ground that Indian representative office of the DZ Bank AG and DZ Bank AG itself were two distinct entities and conceptually justified taxability of the entire related interest income in the hands of the DZ Bank AG on the gross basis under Article 11, and then sought to tax profit relating to earning of such income in the hands of the DZ Bank AG India representative. Next case, under transfer pricing, Delhi Tribunal, provision of section 195 not applicable if salaries of the seconded employee were borne by the SSC, where the draft assessment order under section 144C was passed in the name of the amalgamated company, which was non-existent company. Said order was void ab initio. Let's cover updates on the GST. Bombay High Court declaration under Sabka Biswas Scheme 2019 not to be rejected for the ST dues qualified before 30th June 2019, where the service tax dues of the petitioner stood quantified before 30th June 2019. Petitioner was eligible to file declaration in terms of the Sabka Biswas Legacy Dispute Resolution Scheme 2019 under category of the inquiry of or investigation of audit. Hence, order rejecting declaration of petitioner was to be set aside and matter was to be remanded back to designated committee to consider afresh. Next case, Kerala High Court, amount wrongly refunded to the assessee can't be recovered by the revenue. Kerala High Court held that where original authority allowed the refund claim of the tax paid by the mistake, recovery of such amount would be recovery of an amount which cannot be treated as tax due under Article 265 of the Constitution of the India. Therefore, revenue to be incapable of the recovery of the amounts refunded. Next case, AAR Himachal Pradesh. Non-woven fabric made by the using PP granules is the classifiable under heading number 5603. Next case, Kolkata High Court. During the time limit of the appeal to the tribunal, department can recover tax maximum up to 20% as per section 112 subsection 8. Kolkata High Court held that where the competent authority recovered from the assessee entire amount of tax in dispute subsequent to passing of the orders of the by appellant authorities, said authority had acted in haste in recovery entire amount and he had a right to recover only a sum up to 20% as per the section 112 subsection 8 B. Next case, Gujarat High Court, constitutional validity of the condition of the tax payment by the supplier to claim ITC by recipient challenge before the Gujarat High Court. The constitutional validity of the section 16 subsection 2C of the CGST Act, which denies ITC to a buyer of the goods or services for default of the supplier of the goods or services, had been challenged in Gujarat High Court. In the petition, the petitioner stated that denying ITC to a buyer of the goods or services for default of the supplier of the goods or services is arbitrary and irrational. Next case, Kerala High Court, assessee was allowed to file GSTR1 and pay taxes in installments due to insufficient fund. Kerala High Court held that where the assessee sought permission to file form GSTR1 return for the month of the February 2020 to May 2020 without paying entire admitted tax, competent authority was to be directed to accept belated form GSTR1 filed by the assessee without insisting on the payment of admitted tax declared therein. Next update, appellant advance authority ruling Maharashtra support services for the facilitating investment consultancy or permanent residence advisory services to be treated as intermediary services. In this case, marketing as well as the hand holding services to be supplied by appellant under the foreign immigration advisor agreement, where all activities undertaken by appellant which may be in the nature of the support services are ultimately for facilitation of the main services, that is the investment consultancy or permanent residence advisory services provided by its client. The consultant manager and is the customer, that is the prospective investor, and since appellant does not provide main services. Next case, AAR GST appellant Andhra Pradesh, refund of the excess credit of the excise can be claimed under the Excise Act, not under GST. Appropriate authority of the Andhra Pradesh, any excess credit available under the Central Excise Act shall not be claimed as a refund under the CGST Act 2017. It means it's claimed under the Excise Act. Advance authority ruling appellant advance authority ruling Maharashtra, charitable society and its joint venture establishment with government to be treated as the separate persons. In this case, where the appellant, a charitable society engaged in imparting education, has entered into a joint project with the state government and the central government to form and the institute to provide medical education. Since all charitable and educational activities are carried out by MGIMS and not by the appellant could not be considered as an educational institution, and accordingly appellant has been held liable to the gate register under GST Act. There is no update on the company law. for the for period 7th December 2020 to 11th December 2020. We are covering other updates in the next week. Thank you so much for watching a news desk on the income tax, international taxation, transfer pricing, and goods and service taxes. Thank you so much.